Welcome to Made in India, where we're talking to the homegrown brands and businesses that have helped shape this country and are shaping this country in the next 50 years or so. In fact, we are right now taking over the entire world. We have 3 president candidates in the US who are Indian American. Right now, the CFO of Tesla is Indian, Vaibhav Taneja. And so many other CEOs across the entire country, across the world, are right now Indian born. And right now, but I want to talk to someone who's from this country. Joining this morning is Saikat Ray, who is the CEO of Velbiom Probiotics. Good morning, Mr. Saikat. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Nice to have you in the studios. You are the CEO of Wellbiome, India's exclusive probiotic company, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about the vision behind starting and, Wellbiome itself.
Firstly, thank you very much for having here and giving me a voice.
Definitely.
It's very important. I think for a startup, it's very difficult to get your voice out there and
for sure.
Communicate to people.
In Bangalore, of course, startup city, so many out there, right?
And we love our Bangalore, right? So that's what it is, right? I'm a Bangalorean for over 20 years now, so absolutely. And this is the perfect place to start a business, right? So this is great. So thank you very much for that.
You're very welcome.
I'm really grateful to Radio 1 for this. Wellbiome Probiotics is, I'm a new kid on the block in the pharma space, effectively, if you say that. We've been around for the last 5 years, and we've primarily focused on the pharmaceutical industry. That is, we call on doctors, we try to encourage them to write probiotics and tell them, spread the knowledge, and call upon their judgment on what kind of probiotic solutions might be required for the patient and for the patient's welfare, and then get that recommended through prescription. So that's generally the core of the business. Now, this whole probiotic industry is very new, very nascent in the nature, right? It's a very recent science.
Yeah,
even though the roots of this whole solution dates way back. Like if you go back to your own homes, you'll remember your mothers telling you to eat masrana.
Correct.
Or being in South, every South Indian meal doesn't get finished without masrana.
Correct.
Right? You have to have
a little bit of curd
at the end, right? So what is that? It's effectively so effectively we are trying to push in probiotics into body. History is, you go to any part of the country, you'll find equivalent solution.
Yeah.
Whether you go to Orissa, where they use fermented rice, etc. So this whole idea of probiotics is very age old, right? The science is new because now we have started to understand bacteria, and I think it is early 2010s, late 2008-9. That's when the whole research sort of took steam in this space. And they started figuring out what are the different types of bacteria in one's body. It might come as a shocker to you, but you have 40 trillion bacteria in and on you. Right. So everything from your skin to your mouth to your guts to the urogenital parts of women, everything is full of bacteria. In fact, your immune system functions based on how your bacterial ecosystem is. It's a knowledge that we are sort of uncovering every day. Things I knew 2 years ago, I know a lot more new things today from that, right? So this is fantastic. And the world has stopped working on antibiotics. In fact, no new antibiotics have been, in development for the past 10, 15, 20 years. Now, it's only probiotic era. Probiotic effectively means that is for, biotic is life. So it's for life. Right. So that's the solution we want to go with.
Not the antibiotic, which is
not the antibiotic, yes. So now
you
know what is antibiotic,
yes,
right? So that's how the whole whole industry, whole idea is emerging. And our chairman, visionary, Mr. Sundarajan, and Professor Vijayaraghavan, these guys, they started researching this piece of work good 10, 15, 20 years ago, and they started attending a lot of international conferences. And then that's where this idea sort of came to us that in India, you need exclusive solutions, and that's the space we are in.
Perfect.
And we'll talk about something interesting that we are doing.
Definitely. I really want to talk about this. I have so much more to ask you as well. Now, being India's first exclusive probiotic company, you've taken this country into new directions as well. Talk to me more about the team. As you mentioned, Professor Vijayaraghavan as well. The team and the innovation that have made a feat like this possible.
Right. So we are led by our chairman, Mr. Sundarajan, and Professor Vijayaraghavan. They're industry stalwarts. Between them, they have over 100 years of experience in the pharma space.
My God, amazing.
That's phenomenal, right? And for a smaller startup like us, we have actually a set of around 10 postgrads, doctorates, and doctors in our panel. So it's a large amount of research team that we have.
The brains in that team must feel like it's extraordinary. Yes. The IQ level must be very, very high in that room.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. I have to constantly interact and learn more biology every day, and that's really fantastic. Well, I really enjoy it, and so we've been researching every day. We have every week. I would say we dedicate around. At my level, at my kind of operations also, I spend around 20 hours purely learning, and that's phenomenal, because if I don't do that, I'm no longer relevant.
Right.
So the team, everybody's geared towards bringing latest solution from the world that is meant for India. In fact, it was in the papers. A year back, we started a new research work in collaboration with Manipal Academy of Higher Education in Manipal, Udupi, where we have set up a center of excellence for microbiome science.
Okay.
Where we are doing some basic research work, where we are trying to identify what is a healthy human being. And this is purely, and this is what I'm really very proud of. We are trying to find out all these things in the context of India and Indians, because Indian bacterial ecosystem or a microbiome is different from the Western microbiome. Right. Because our diets are different. Our gene pools are different. The way we have grown up, what we have grown up eating is different. So the kind of bacteria which grow inside us is different.
Correct.
However, modern medicine primarily is based out of solutions which are Western.
Correct. The research done from there, they give us the same.
Absolutely right. So we are finding these strains. We are trying to define what is a healthy human being. If healthy Indian, for example, if you come from say Punjab, or if you come from northeast of India, where your diet is very different from somebody who's in the south. So because typically what happens, you go to a doctor, he'll write you one product, and that's the same product the other doctor in north is also writing. But bacterial systems are different. It might not work the same way. So we are trying to find the answers to every Indian, and I think we are coming up. We use Indian strains as of today in our products, and we are developing newer solutions specifically for Indians. And I think that's our USP, and that's where we are.
That's exciting. That is very, very exciting indeed. Yes. Which my next question would be the future of the probiotic industry as well. Where do you see the future of this industry?
Probiotic industry as such is growing really, really fast. I mean, if I look at it from a business perspective, right, so it grows at roughly 20% in India.
Wow.
Whereas the pharma industry is typically 7-8%, right? So it's really one of the fastest growing segments within the entire pharma space.
Right. Yeah.
So and I have seen a huge change in the way doctors practice medicine today. They are learning a lot about this new science, and they are integrating these science. And I have met thousands of doctors personally, and I've seen how they practice medicine and what kind of prescription they're writing.
Right.
They want to use less and less antibiotics. They want to try to first find a solution which is natural, which will heal you naturally, where your body will be given a chance to recover naturally. Right? So like I said, you've got trillions of bacteria. All you need to do is bring the balance back, what we term as eubiosis, right? So if you can bring the balance back in your body can do wonders. It can self-heal in a lot of ways, right? So that's the idea with probiotics. So doctors try to write probiotics so that you restore the balance from the good and the bad, and then eventually your body takes over in many ways. So first line of therapy, slowly a lot of doctors are trying to use probiotics for that matter.
Right. And in fact, in case you look at mental health as well, it plays a huge role, the gut and the brain, the connection as well. People say that when you have, bad mental health, which invariably also means your bad gut health as well.
Yeah. So this is right. So this is very interesting. So I'll take you a few centuries back, right? I mean, Hippocrates. I mean, everybody knows him. I mean, he's the father of modern science, as you know it. He said this in, I think, 370 BC, if I'm not wrong. He said all diseases start in the gut.
Right.
I mean, that's the oath that I think Hippocrates' oath is, I think, probably what most of the doctors take, and they start their practice. So in your system, in your body, so your gut is your second brain.
Right.
A gut has many axes, as we call it. It's connected to your brain. That's why every time before your exams, anybody
You
who's
get butterflies.
yes, you get butterfly in the stomach.
Yeah.
You'd feel like going and go into the washroom and stuff like that happens, right? So you've got a gut-brain axis. You've got a gut-skin axis. In fact, we have done a clinical research work where we have tested for eczema, one of our products, which got published in International Journal of Dermatology in the US, where we have proved that probiotic, when given along with traditional therapies, can give 75% extra benefit.
Lovely.
Right. So there's a gut-skin axis. There is a gut-liver axis. Right. So there is a microbiome in urobiome rather. Right. In the urethra area. So there is a lot of your body has everything is interconnected.
Correct.
Let me put it that way.
There's no separate system. It's all working together.
They all
and bacteria is one connecting everything together.
Yes, bacteria works very well.
Definitely. My next question would be, how does a big pharma brand like you connect directly to the common man?
Yeah, this is very interesting, isn't it? Because see, our roots are in pharmaceutical space, right? So we go to doctors, we talk to them, they understand medicine well. So it's a challenge, to get every piece of because see, let's put it this way: probiotics can be used when you are ill. That's when you go to a doctor, and when you are well as well, right? So keep yourself well. Sometimes your problems are not significant enough for which you are always going to a doctor. For example, you might not get sleep all the time. Right. But you're getting disturbed sleep, right? Or say you're not getting a digestion properly and also not getting sleep. So these are all common problems that happen, right?
Yeah.
Or you get you've eaten a samosa at odd hour, right? In the evening, right? So you would know late night working how that works, right?
Definitely.
And Bangalore is the IT capital of India.
Night city, yes. Night owls. Everyone's a night owl here.
Yeah, I mean, people finishing long shifts, UK shifts, come back home by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. They have had dinner at 11, want to go to sleep at 12. Definitely something is going to go wrong in the night, right? So everything is interconnected, and you need a little bit of natural solutions there. And so we felt that maybe what we need to do is bring out a consumer product line and take it to consumers. So we've launched a new brand called Happy Cultures. Right. So that brand is going to work towards delivering holistic solutions which work on the root cause of most of these issues.
Okay.
Right. I'm not calling illness, because for illness I will still recommend you go to a doctor first, because they are the ones who will tell you how to practice. Right. I mean, what medicines you should take.
Right.
But for issues and minor challenges where you don't feel your gut is always reacting appropriately, you want to take a solution. Or you have some minor issues like say hair fall, little bit of a hair fall, etc. So these areas we want to tackle. And we want to bring in consumer-friendly solutions under this brand Happy Cultures, and take it to consumers and find the right medium. And the right medium to do it would be easy to consume products.
Lovely. So how is Happy Culture different from the other pharmaceuticals then?
Happy Culture is a more holistic product. Right? Say for example, I'll give you a very classic example. Right? It's we have a product called Sleep Tight. If you go to, you can look it up online. Sleep Tight is a solution for your sleep. But a large part of your sleep problem, many a times, is your digestive setup as well. So Happy Cultures, so Wellbiome piece, the science and research and all of that, and our strains, our bacterial solution forms part of the gut-based solution there, and we couple it with the known effective solution of say melatonin, and we combine the two together to deliver you a holistic solution that will resolve any root cause issues. Right? So that is one of the core examples. We have another product called Goodbye Gas. Now that is targeted towards gas and bloating. Right. Every Indian knows what that is about. We eat such rich food all the time. So we have traditional solutions there, right? So we've added things like ajwain oil, dill oil, fennel oil. So these are age-old therapies that are used to give yourself relief from gas and all of these things. We've clubbed that with probiotics to give a better push for the digestion and your gut health. So we are combining these solutions, and that's where it is different from other solutions, pharmaceutical, where it's purely probiotic, where we're taking probiotic solutions to the doctors who know exactly how to use a solution, how to use the right bacteria for your kind of problem.
Perfect. And it's already out, Happy Cultures.
Yes, it is. It is very much out.
And how do we get Happy Cultures?
You can find Happy Cultures on Amazon website. Flipkart also carries it.
Perfect.
You will also find it on happycultures.com.
Oh, lovely.
And we are also coming to some large retail chains and pharma stores near you as well soon. So we'll be everywhere.
Right.
But I know Bangalore is online, so
check it out.
It's available online.
That's it. Go over it online. Saikate, thank you so much for coming and talking to me this morning about Wellbiome and being a made in India brand. I'm so happy you get to take the next step forward and being India's exclusive probiotic company. You are definitely for life, and helping us take the next 50 to 100 years in the future. I am pretty sure we're going to see a lot of healthy Indians out there thanks to you. Thank you once again. And any parting words to any of the other brands coming up and trying to take this country forward? Any word of advice out there?
Yeah, I tell this to every youngster actually, right? I mean, today, if you're seeking a job, don't do it.
Make a job.
Make a job,
Yeah.
not just for yourself and 10 others. Find a solution.
Right.
Find an area to disrupt, something new. That's the only way to take India forward. I mean, if you want to be the number one economy in the world in the next 20, 30 years, and that's the way to do it. You cannot do it by just following and working for some other country. So let's be clear about it. And I think that's the only advice I'll give everybody. Take a chance. Go out there, do something new, something different, and it'll work, I'm sure.
Perfect. Thank you once again. And have a great day. And this is Made in India, where we're talking to the homegrown brands and businesses that have helped shape this country and are shaping this country. Thank you.